Hey, what's up, guys? Coach AJ here, Dungeon Dog Baseball. We had a great weekend of practice, working through a lot of different things and drills. We did incorporate our new Max BP machine for practice on Friday. It was great. The players had a freaking awesome time working through a lot of hand-eye coordination drills. Today we did a lot of different pick drills. We were using the mini glove, and that was a lot of fun. But today I'd like to talk to you guys about our baseball program that we have. That we do in-house, and it is one of probably the best programs that we can put out for players to get better. I do recommend players to be at least 13 years old before they start doing this. However, if they are 13 and they can come into the dungeon here located in Somerville, we can set them up on programming. You have trainers in-house that are here to guide them through everything and also help push if necessary. We give 3 different categories to work through so players have something to work toward to get better. And we make it not only obviously the sport specific for baseball, but we make it position specific. So that way players can work on something that's guided and directed programming through strength and conditioning coaches that are in this industry, as well as being sports specific and position specific. So there's a lot of great stuff to learn here. First category is throwing and pitching. The next category is going to be hitting for power and contact, and then defensive mechanics for strength and speed. I'm just going to touch base on just a few little items within the program that make it unique. Number one is that you will have a specific athletic style warm-up, a conditioning, dynamic conditioning warm-up that a player should do before they have any type of really extreme physical activity or exercise. And even if it's not extreme, to prevent injury, you should be doing certain things to get the body and mind warmed up, and that's something that is missing from a lot of programs. Once we do that, then we have the actual resistance training portion of the program, which you do use weights. We don't do anything that requires a spot, and if there is something that requires a spot, if a player comes in different hours, then we make sure that we accommodate to that. We get them spotters here will help for that portion of the exercise. If not, then everything really should be just straight up as we show on our whiteboard program. But as you go through the actual resistance portion of the exercise, you're pushing yourself pretty hard. Once you get through that, then you'll have different drills. Like for example, today for throwing and pitching, we have holding a 6 to 8, 10-pound medicine ball. You sit up overhead, and then you slam it in between your legs as you go up through your full sit-up motion to work on burying your chest and creating muscle memory. I often use examples as a lot of players will go to a camp and they don't realize that going to a camp, you may do a drill one time, or go to a practice and your coaches will say, well, hey, we need to do this drill, and then you never visit that drill again. That does not help a player get better if you do not continuously work at it. So we try to emphasize that in exercise and get the muscles to remember it by doing it consistently for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time. And this has yielded great results for the players that's done this. I mean, it is night and day difference. I can't wait to see other players get on board with this, because it doesn't matter if you play for Dungeon Dogs or not. I'm going to tell you right now, this program will develop your athlete. It is great. Second drill for the throwing and pitching mechanics. You go outside. We have brick walls and concrete walls all over the place around here. So you would go outside, and then you would use a 12, 15, 20-pound med ball, and you're going to go from your pitching drive leg. And what you're going to do is you're just going to get from here, get your leg up, drive downhill, and then you're going to push out and finish and go through the mechanic and finish. So that way you're getting more resistance and explosion through that drive leg. The next one, hitting power contact, same kind of information I gave you before, but this one right here has a drop and extend drill today. So this one right here, I'm using a small wiffle for this, and what you do is you would take your bottom hand. So if you're swinging, top hand here, bottom hand here, you would just take your bottom hand, you hold a small wiffle just like this and get ready to hit. So from the side here, it would look just like this. And what you're going to do is you're just going to turn in and extend, grab the wiffle as you drop it, and then go to extension. So looking at it straight on, it would be just like this right here. We're here ready to hit, we drop, and we extend out just like that, and you should catch the wiffle. It's a hand-eye coordination drill. It's good for hip explosion and going through the baseball. we have that drill today, and then also we have another go outside, use a brick wall, concrete wall, taking both hands, another 12, 15, 20 pound medicine ball, explosion through your swing, and throw it against the wall. So that would be almost like you're just holding it right from here. You whatever you want to do, from load to regular approach, two-strike approach. From here, you're just going to turn and explode and release it and throw it into the wall. Get more explosion out of your swing. Last one, defensive mechanics, strength and speed developing, same type stuff. And then as we get to the drills at the bottom, you're going to hold a push-up position. Try not to go from your knees if you have to, we understand, because in this workout like this week is a lot of different chest, tricep, core development drills. So as you go through, you're going to explode up from a push-up position to simulate from a dive. So you just go down to the bottom and you hold a push-up position, and then you pop up, transition into a power position to throw to simulate that dive, and then coming up to get ready to throw, which every player on the field can benefit from that drill. And then we have another one, which would be a 30-second mountain climber, just getting the legs to motor from the down position, and then sprinting into what we call as a measurable for showcase, which is a 5-10-5, 5-yard sprint one way, 10-yard sprint, and then another 5-yard sprint to finish. All of our programming has sprints at the end of it, which is great for loosening back out and also working on your running mechanics. If you guys got any questions, definitely let us know. There's so much that we can do to develop the athlete. However, if we don't put them in the right programs, it can be pretty wasteful. And also, I know a lot of coaches. I coach at a high school as well. A lot of coaches, a lot of parents. They think there's a way to get just reps at home and working around these things. But when you have guided programming available in your local area, take advantage of it, guys. There's no better way to develop your athlete than going to someone who's a professional in the industry, and then you get to work through it. If you got any questions, let me know. Coach AJ, once again, Dungeon Dog Baseball here at the Dungeon. If you need anything, holler. All right, later.